I want to talk about something that most people notice, but very few people actually say out loud. How women treat you changes. Not because women are fake or manipulative or two-faced. I am not saying that at all. But because human beings, all of us, respond differently to people depending on where they perceive those people to be in life. And once you understand this, once you really see it clearly, it changes how you read every relationship you have. So today, we are going to walk through it honestly, level by level. When you are in a difficult season, when nothing is working, when you are figuring things out and it shows, this is when you find out the most about the women around you. Because some women, and these are the ones worth keeping, will show up completely. They will sit with you in the hard season without trying to fix everything or offer opinions you did not ask for. They will just be there. But some women will pull back. Not necessarily because they are bad people, but because struggle makes some people uncomfortable. Because being around someone in a difficult season reminds them of their own fears. Because they signed up for the good times and the hard times revealed that. And some women, and this is the part nobody likes to say, will quietly feel relieved. Not out of cruelty. Pay attention to who shows up when you have nothing to offer. Those women are gold. This is actually the most common level most women spend their lives at. Doing okay. Managing. And at this level, relationships feel the most normal because there is no threat and no intimidation. You are equals, or close enough that nobody feels challenged by your presence. Women at this level with you will be warm, comfortable, genuine. Friendships feel easy. But here is what to notice. Watch what happens when you start to grow. Because that transition from stable to rising is where you see the first real cracks. The jokes that feel slightly pointed. The comments disguised as concern. The subtle undermining dressed up as honesty. I just do not want you to get your hopes up. You have always been a bit too ambitious. These are not always conscious. Sometimes the women saying them genuinely believe they are helping. But watch for them, because they tell you something important about whether the relationship can survive your growth. This is where things get interesting. When the promotions start coming, when the business takes off, when people outside your immediate circle start noticing you, when your name starts being mentioned in rooms you are not in. At this level, the women around you split into three very clear groups. Group 1, these women celebrate your wins like they are their own. They share your work without being asked. They hype you up in private and in public. They are not threatened by your success because they are secure enough in themselves to know that your winning does not diminish their own. These women are rare, and they are irreplaceable. Hold on to them with everything you have. Group 2. These women are happy for you, but it is complicated. They celebrate you in person but go quiet on social media. They tell you they are proud, but there is something behind their eyes that is not quite peace. They are not bad people. They are just in a battle between genuinely loving you and genuinely struggling with what your success reveals about their own journey. Be patient with these women if they are worth it, but be honest with yourself about what you are seeing. Group 3, the ones who change. These women suddenly become less available. The warmth that was always there starts to feel managed. The conversations shift from real to surface level. Invitations become less frequent. And if you achieve something significant enough, some of them will find reasons to create distance that have nothing to do with anything you did. This is not always conscious, but it is real. And recognizing it is not bitterness, it is clarity. Which group do the women around you fall into right now? Drop a number in the comments, 1, 2, or 3. I am genuinely curious, and I read every single one. And by top, I do not mean famous or globally recognized. I mean the version of top that is personal to you, when you have genuinely built something, become someone, arrived somewhere that most people around you have not. At this level, something unexpected happens. The women who were complicated at level 3, some of them come back around. Because success that is sustained over time starts to feel less threatening and more inspiring. The distance they created out of discomfort slowly closes as they realize you are not going anywhere. But new dynamics emerge. Some women will want access to you in ways they never did before. Opportunities you represent, connections you have made, the platform you have built. And you will need to learn, carefully and without bitterness, the difference between women who value you and women who value what you can do for them. Some women will rewrite history. Suddenly, they were always your biggest supporter. Suddenly, they always knew you would make it. Suddenly, the distance was them, giving you space to grow. You do not need to correct the record. Your story knows its own truth. And some women, the ones from Group 1, back in Level 3 will still be exactly who they always were. No different, no agenda. Those women were never responding to your level. They were responding to you. And then there is level 5M, which is not really a level at all. It is a filter. Because here is what I have observed after watching this pattern play out in so many women's lives. The women who stay consistent with you across every level, struggling, stable, rising, winning, arrived. Those women are not responding to your circumstances. They are responding to your character. And those relationships, the ones that survive every level, are the most valuable things a woman can have. Not because they are convenient, but because they are real. In a world where so much of how people treat you is tied to what a woman who treats you the same when you have nothing, as she does when you have everything, is one of the rarest and most precious things you will ever find. Find those women. Be that woman. So here is what I want you to take from this today. Stop being surprised when people treat you differently at different levels. It is human nature. It is not always malicious, and it does not always mean those relationships. But do pay attention, because the information people give you through how they treat you at every level is some of the most honest information you will ever receive about who they actually are. Use it, not with bitterness, not with suspicion, and in the meantime, be the woman who shows up the same way at every level. For yourself, and for every woman in your life who is still on her way up. Follow Ruby Gold for more honest conversations like this every single day. Subscribe and turn on notifications and drop a comment below. Has your level ever changed how someone treated you? Tell me what happened. Walk bold. Live gold.